Thank you very much for this time. We are living in a time of significant crisis at home and worldwide. We've got a humanitarian and national security crisis on our own border, and all Americans are deeply concerned and looking for solutions. Simultaneously, we see a border crisis in the Middle East that makes our own border crisis pale by comparison. We see our friend and ally, Israel, attacked physically, but also, sadly enough, attacked in the media. It's our solemn duty, I believe, to address this crisis as well as our own crisis on our own border. Israel's borders have been attacked by over 2,000 rockets launched by Hamas with total disregard for innocent lives. Within Gaza, Hamas sets up their rocket launchers in the midst of apartment buildings, mosques, UN-sponsored schools, using civilians as human shields. Hamas is not seeking to minimize collateral damage, but rather to maximize it. Meanwhile, elements of the media fuel anti-Israeli propaganda with scenes of innocent dead and wounded Palestinians, adding to Israel's dilemma, falsely asserting that the Israeli Defense Forces are committing war crimes. But the fact is, Israel is responding with careful precision, taking extraordinary steps that few nations would take to protect lives on both sides of this fight. Israel's Iron Dome is shooting down rockets that would otherwise kill Israelis. Israel's warning civilians in Gaza in advance of attacking terrorist infrastructure there. Israel takes extraordinary steps to minimize collateral damage. Israel wants peace. Hamas seeks the destruction of Israel. This cannot happen. The United States must stand firmly with Israel and against Hamas and take a leadership role in convincing the world to do likewise. And we must remember the threats extend beyond Gaza and Hamas. Hezbollah, the Islamist militant group, an Iranian surrogate based in Lebanon, possesses thousands of rockets on another part of Israel's border. ISIS, evolved from al-Qaeda in Iraq, has declared an Islamic caliphate in major areas of Syria and Iraq, threatening the entire region, but especially Israel. Iran, the world's exporter of terrorism, committed to the destruction of Israel, continues to hold nuclear ambition, raising security issues not only for Israel, but for the entire world. We cannot waver in leading the international community towards a long-term verifiable solution. The Middle East is arguably a more dangerous place than at any time in history, with Israel threatened on several fronts by well-armed and well-funded terrorists, distressingly close to possessing weapons of mass destruction. This cannot happen. This is not a time for partisan bickering between Democrats and Republicans, nor between the Congress and the administration. It is a time for national discourse to educate the public about the dangers out there, with the goal of national unity and resolve to stand behind Israel, the only democratic state in the world's most dangerous neighborhood. Speaking as a freshman congressman, the newest congressman, I pledge to work with my colleagues to seek better ways of working together in support of the state of Israel and its right to exist. In these times of peril, I believe it's our duty to work as a team, stand with Israel. Together, we can seek a path to lasting solutions in the Middle East. The alternative cannot happen. America must come together to support Israel. I yield back.